well, I can say pretty confidently that a lot of us have been to a lot of concerts, and some of us would say that they were good. Mainly all of us would say that they were good, but that begs the question, what makes a good concert? Today I want to tell you guys how to break a leg. Break a leg is a term used really, that means good luck on stage, have a good show really. So first, why is it important that we have a good show? Well, for the most part, it is the biggest source of income for artists. Jay-Z made $3.3 million over the course of one summer. That's $100,000 per show. That's over $1,000 per minute on stage. I was like, for summer sales. It also is a really good way to bring in more fans. I've had a few times where I go to concerts really only knowing one or two of the songs, and then I go home and I listen to everything they've ever written. Going on tour is also a really good excuse to get your name on the radio and your face on a billboard. So with that being said, what are some of the steps to having a good show? I would say that the most important one, and my personal favorite, is engaging your audience. This can be done in a few different ways. I would say the most important is acknowledging your fans, knowing that they're there. When you go to a concert, you don't want to feel like you're watching a movie. So sometimes you wave hi to a fan, just occasionally. It's never anything too big. Another thing we can do is spice it up. Sometimes you gotta add a song to a set list. Sometimes you gotta throw in a cover that we all might know. Some of your biggest fans will memorize your set list, and they will know exactly what you're gonna say and what song you're gonna sing next. So if you spice it up, throw a curveball, that's gonna have a really good outcome. Another thing you need to do is be natural and be real. That comes along with talking about things that aren't necessarily on your script. Sometimes singing happy birthday to a fan is a really good way to do it. So with that being said, some more ways that we can really engage, and probably the easiest, most common, is that keeping in mind that your fans want to touch you. This is a picture of Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots. He put out his platform on top of his fans, crawled up on top, and literally played the drums directly above his fans. That is, I mean, people will spend money on tickets far up so that they can hold up the drum set. This is a picture I took at a Harry Styles concert while he was traveling from his main stage to his B stage, which is just a stage in the back of the arena. And as he walked by, he held my hand on the way up. And that was the best day of my life, I'm not even kidding you. This is a picture of Shawn Mendes doing the exact same thing. Holding hands or high-fiving fans is a really good way to engage your audience. So, I've been to a few different concerts where they've done things like this. And another way to engage is to give gifts to your fans. Sometimes artists will throw out their shirt. I've seen Justin Bieber throw out a jacket, a towel. Some drummers will throw out drumsticks. In my case, I went to a Niall Horan concert and he threw me a guitar pick. And I was on the third row, and this was the best day of my life. This thing is my baby. With that being said, I absolutely would spend large amounts of money on a third row seat if it meant that I got to catch another guitar pick. Some more complex ways that we can engage our fans is receiving gifts from them. This can sometimes be dangerous, so you gotta be a little bit smart. But ex-members of One Direction are really, really good at this. We have flags, and Niall Horan recently accepted flowers from a fan on stage and invited her up to dance with him. This is Louis Tomlinson eating a cheeseburger from McDonald's given to him by a fan. And Liam Payne put on a Batman costume given to him by fans. So it's not just about your stage presence, what you do on the stage, but it's about the stage itself. It has to look good. Let's take the 1975, for example. They are known for having the most beautiful, yeah, you see that back there? You're like, oh yeah, heck yeah, way good. They are known for having beautiful transitions, backdrops, and lights. Would you rather attend a concert like this, or maybe a concert like this? The second picture is all right. They've got the lights. They've got like a curtain. It's all right. I think we would all choose the 1975 over this. Another benefit of having a beautiful stage is that it brings people who don't usually afford concerts because they find it totally worth it to sit in the back row of the very upper bowl because they can see everything. And it's really beautiful, sometimes even more so from the back. So when making a beautiful stage, sometimes you do have to think outside the box. So let's take Katy Perry, for example. She literally flew in on a shooting star. And that right there, having your fans look this way and then all of a sudden, oh, just kidding, they're right there. That is a really good way to keep them on their toes. With that, we have Drake, whose stage literally started levitating in the middle of a song. let us not forget the teenage heartthrob, Justin Bieber, flying over this crowd in a heart, serenading the screaming fans below. It's not just about stage performance and how your stage looks, that's the more creative side of it, but it is also really important that you know your stuff. Your choreography has to be clean and perfect. Lyrics, lyrics, lyrics. Know them. We have lost a lot of good men to forgotten lyrics. Another thing, not so much with the music, but basic presentation skills are really good to have when you're on stage. We have a video of Harry Styles talking for 2 minutes, and the whole video is just different times he said on stage. 2 minutes. And although it's quirky, maybe not the best, probably won't keep your fans that excited for that long. With that, you have to know where your stage ends, because again, we have lost a lot of good men to the end of stages. If you are having a cake fight, watch your footwork. In general, watch your footwork, really. It's really important. And sometimes when you slip, it throws everything off, everything pauses, and everyone is like, that wasn't supposed to happen. So again, know where the end of your stage is. And lastly, if you guys are ever planning on going on a world tour anytime soon, just remember the importance of the world tour, the reason you're doing it, how to engage your audience, how to have a beautiful stage, and the importance of knowing your stuff. Because music is what moves the soul, but concerts is what moves the body and the soul.